What's up, foodies, and welcome back to another video. This is going to be a recipe for this really easy. When I say this is easy, this is quick, believe me. This is going to be a recipe for this rolled cabbage and minced meat. This is something that I made for my husband and he enjoyed it. It makes for a great side. It also makes for a great main if you want to. So if you'd like to see how I made this delicious meal, make sure to keep on watching. As usual, list of the ingredients will be down below. First ingredient on my list is this cabbage. I honestly enjoy using cabbage these days. I'm also going to be using a spring onion in addition to that. You can use white onion if that's what you have. And then my meat of choice is minced beef. You can use minced pork or minced lamb or even fish if you want for this recipe. I'm also going to be needing some eggs to do my egg wash that would help to keep the roll intact. And in addition to that, to fry, I'm going to be using coconut oil, which is an alternative that I use when I don't have olive oil in the house. Now that we have the ingredients out of the way, it's actually time to cook. I say the total prep and cook time for this meal is less than an hour. The first thing I did was I added 1 teaspoon of coconut oil to my saucepan and allowed that to really melt in place. And then I'm adding my minced beef. This I'm going to break down into smaller chunks and fry it until it turns from this pink color to brown. This is a minced meat that has less fats, which means that it releases less oil. And after cooking this on medium heat, I'm going in to add my chopped spring onion. I ended up using 3 spring onions for the whole pack of meat. I'm just combining and stirring everything in place. And once I have my spring onion in, I'm actually going to season with salt, pepper, which you could also use chili, and then garlic powder and some rosemary. You could add paprika if you want that smoky feeling to your mince. Season with whatever ingredients that you're comfortable with, or to make it as spicy as you would like. With the seasonings in there, I'm just going to stir and combine everything together and continue to cook at medium heat. You want to keep your heat on the lower side so your mince does not burn. I'm just going in here to add some extra chili powder because I like my food on the spicy side. Once I have that in, that was about like a teaspoon of chili powder. I'm going to mix it up and then set it aside and allow it to cool, and then focus on prepping my cabbage and eggs. In a large plate or a wide plate, I've broken 2 eggs and I'm just mixing them together because this is going to become my egg wash. I'm also going to season this with some salt. I have kind of learned how to season things by eyeball, but I would say it's about half a teaspoon. That's what I use to season my eggs at this point. Once I was done doing that, I went ahead to prep my cabbage and I peeled the leaf of the cabbage apart. So you want to have like a whole leaf like that. Ensure that your cabbage is on the ripe side so it's easy to peel the leaves. Once that was done, I'm going in here to put 2 tablespoons of my cooked mince, and then I'm going to fold the cabbage leaf to make this triangle shape. So I'm folding in the bottom first, then I'm going to fold in the sides so I have the filling on the inside and the cabbage is kind of acting as a wrap. And I'm going to cover that in the eggs that we have mixed and combined with salt. Once I have that in there, I'm going to actually put my pan back on the heat. This one I'm actually going to have on low heat. Now I've put some oil in the pan and I'm using coconut oil as usual, 1 teaspoon, and I'm going to be cooking this roll. I cooked it on each side for about 2 minutes. You don't want this to burn, and because it's vegetable, it cooks rather quickly, and the mince itself is already cooked inside. So once it's golden brown on one side, you can flip it to the other side to allow it to cook evenly, and then repeat the same process for as many rolls as you would like. Ended up making a total of 4, but this is what they look like all done. This you can have with some vegetables, salad, rice, pasta, whatever you want to have this with. It turned out so delicious, so guilt-free, and the cabbage was not too soft because of how short of a time that it was cooked. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you try this recipe out, don't forget to tag me on social media at Conscious Foodie. And until next time, stay happy and healthy. Bye.